Hey there, welcome to day 8 of our Let's Grow annual challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and today we are going to prioritize your life. I'm going to prioritize mine, and you're going to prioritize yours using the life framework. I use a 9-part life framework, just the wrong side of my graphic today. Yes, I have very fancy graphics for my videos. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. Those are the 9 areas that I look at all the time on a regular basis, like every single day, just about. I pay attention to some area or aspect of my life. That's the overarching life framework that I apply, and I set goals according to it. I make plans according to it. I make sure that I consider each of the areas and aspects of my life on some frequency so nothing falls through the cracks and gets ignored like it did in the past. In the past, I had challenges with different areas and aspects of my life, and although I am not a believer in balance, I do believe we need to pay attention to all the parts of us. And this framework has served me really well since the 1980s. I know, really, really old. Except for I added communication and confidence in 2021 after the pandemic, because I felt like I needed a change and a boost, and I needed to grow in certain areas. And so I added those 2 areas to my coaching and to what I was getting coached on, the coaching program I was participating in and being coached on, as well as teaching and helping other people, because I think it's a foundational thing. I think this whole life framework, it's foundational that we have a structure that takes some of the chaos out of what is otherwise our everyday life and things outside of us that we have no control over. So what are we going to do today for an action item? We're going to, in our journal, list the different areas and aspects of the life framework, and then on a scale of, not on a scale, we're going to prioritize them from 1 to 9, meaning number 1 is what is the most important area or aspect of your life, and you're just asking yourself this right now. Guess what? As we go through this year and we grow in different areas and aspects of our life, the priority or how important it is that we work on a certain area is probably going to decrease for some things and increase for others. At least that's what happens to me every year. I start out and I usually focus a month on each area and aspect of my life, and I pay attention to that area and improving it and growing and setting goals and achieving goals in that area every year. And so as I'm paying attention to my physical well-being, physical health, and I put things in place, all of a sudden, if that was my number 1 priority, which it often is, because I do have a lot of health challenges or have had in the past, I always say there's nothing wrong with me, but that's kind of just me sugarcoating what life is really like. So physical might be super duper important the month that I'm focusing on it, but then as I make changes and I do things to improve my physical well-being and my physical health and how I'm feeling, etc., my energy level, my sleep, those things, that goes down in priority because I've taken care of it. I put things in place. I know that it's automatically going to be getting better and improving and achieving the goals I want for myself in that area. I'm going to grow in that area. So now it doesn't have to be my number 1 priority anymore. Now, I haven't done it yet. Not sure how I'm feeling this year about my priorities and what's most important right now, but I'm going to do it right along with you. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 being the most important, 9 being the least important. And I date it. Of course, I always have the date 1/8/24 on the top of my page so that I can go back and I can look and I can say, okay, beginning of the year, the first, second week, I guess it is, of 2024, I thought that physical well-being or maybe emotional well-being is my number 1 area, and then down the line, and that'll change slightly as we go about the year. All right, any questions about this, hit me up. Of course, there's a write-up in Guide 2 of the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group page. Otherwise, past challenges are all available in Guide 17 all the guides, but Guide 17 is a summary of last year's challenge about goals. And goals and growing go pretty much hand in hand, so I suspect we'll talk about those this year as well. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, speak with you tomorrow.